Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about Elderwood prep. I believe yep, that's the topic for right now. So there's a lot of things coming our way with this whole update, and here's some tips and tricks on how to manage your storage for that upcoming thing. Right, so yeah, again, I don't decorate, so, or at least I don't thoroughly make sense with my decorations. I play. Right, so the thing is go category by category and look through each thing you do. Right, so it's like when you're looking through the bugs, do you have a million bugs? If so, throw out or sell all the commons. Right, I only have a couple common Bahari whatnot because sometimes they're used in recipes, so I figured I might as well have a couple of those. These are used for all of those pins if you say bug catching, so I have a couple of those just for that. Now, the duskwing butterfly for me is kind of cute, but then after that, I've saved a bee because maybe we'll get some honey, so it's like, you know what, I should probably have saved more than just one, but outside of epic bugs, bees, and the things you need or are extremely uncommon, I don't have pretty much any bugs. So, sell all your commons. All right, so then food is a very difficult category to discuss. Okay, so with it, I try to keep all of my meats to be right about, well, at first it was like 150 or 200. Like I had way too much meat. So then I dropped those categories down to like 75 or so. And here, I'll go ahead and grab a couple less. So I'll take it down to 70. All right, we'll just bring that down a little bit more. Right, so, okay, we dropped them down a little bit more. I'll show you what to do in a minute with it, which is, by the way, cook them. All right, so anyway, then after that, right, then you're going to get some grilled things, which you don't really need to keep in your inventory. You also don't need to eat it. You don't have to eat it. You can just buy food from Reth. Like, I don't care. There's no ego with this. Just buy your food from Reth and sell stuff, because overall that making money thing, you have to sell stuff. So, all right, anyway, I don't keep more than about 5 of these yellow candy eggs, and I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got all 4 colors of just 5 total, because I don't want to overwhelm my storage, because yeah, I want to have this ready in case there's something really interesting going on in the Elderwood. So outside of that, I do have some random cooking supplies, and this is probably a little too much milk, if I'm honest, but I keep a little bit of milk on hand to get rid of some of my Gold Star sweet leaf, right? I make some macaroons with it. So I think that's milk anyway. So it's got some of that. I do the same thing with the oyster meat, as I cook them and then I put them in the worm farms for making a little bit more money off of what they would that just alone. I think sugar. So yeah, some of these cooking supplies, okay, have a little bit of it, but like I honestly don't cook. I already mentioned this in this game. I don't cook. So whenever I really just accepted that, I got rid of a lot of my cooking ingredients. Just either sold it, gave it to people on the gifting thing, or I put them into worm farms and sold them off. All right, so then with crops, I have a lot of carrots only because that's part of my recycling money kind of thing. I honestly don't need carrot seeds, so I'm gonna sell that. I make a bunch of rice. That's just kind of what I do. And I make a bunch of bok choy, so I should have, yeah, there we go, 101. So it's like, those are my 2 most, because that's what I'm doing. Now, again, I put these carrots in a preservative jar making thing, and then I worm farm them and get rid of them. So it's like, that's kind of a fluctuation on the storage. So that would drop that down a little bit more. I don't really cook, so it's like I don't really need a bunch of these other things. I have apples for honey lures, and then I have some blueberries, so just in case I'm ever pulled in for making a cake, I can help out a little bit. And honestly, that's probably too many peppers for what I need. Okay, so for the equipment, yeah, I plan on spending these here soon. I haven't done it yet, but soon I plan to. Outside of that, it's just, okay, furniture modification kits. I should probably use those. If I'm honest, I should probably use some of those. That's a lot to just have in storage. I've gotten rid of basically all of my arrows that might be in storage, the bags, and the worms that might be in storage. So it's like I've either sold them, I've used them, I've put them in my inventory at least, right? I've gotten rid of all that kind of stuff. I just have some snowballs from this past winter that I don't plan on using, but I also don't think I'm going to sell them. So outside of that, right, I have some of these tuning forks which I never use, which I mean I could probably sell. That's a decent chunk to sell for. I also don't barely use the hunter's horn and stuff. Now fish, again, same concept as bugs. Get rid of commons, save some other like higher up ones. You don't, after you do those bundles, you don't really need them. I only keep about 20, maybe 30 seeds per tree, about 5 plants, so I should probably drop that one down. These are made in arrows. I keep these around 50. I don't really keep these much. These are about 30. For the most part, things are kept around 30. Right, so it's like when I see I have a little too many of something, here I only got 7 of those trees, 56. Yeah, 13, 5, 60, that's probably actually a little too many, so we'll drop that one down significantly. 1, 2, 3. The ones that can go in preservative jar, or not, worm farms, I do that. Now when it comes to materials, I only keep a handful of these kind of fun things. These go right into craft making with the coal. It's like a lump of coal or something. I don't know. It's like a pile of it. I'm all the time making things into the bars and then making furniture out of those kind of things. After about 5 gemstones, you sell them all. Yeah, so that kind of takes me through a lot of the tips and tricks I got for you in order to handle your storage. So if you're excited about the Elderwoods, maybe you'll take some of these tips and tricks and it'll be better for you. All right, bye everyone.